Hey, Star Staff. I am sitting here waiting for it to stop pouring down raining on Saturday evening, so I thought I would take this time to make a video that shows how to use Microsoft Stream. It's a neat app that we have access to, so all of our students, a couple of our high school teachers are using that for math, and I think it'll work great for them. Kindergarten also started today using it. Miss Ardinger, Miss Ridgway, Miss Jackson, they were working with it, and I think it's going to work out really well for them. So I thought I'd take a minute to share that opportunity with you, and well, let's get started, okay? So to find Microsoft Stream, we're just going to go to our Office 365 homepage. We should know how to get there by then, so I'm not showing you that. But here is the app I'm talking about, Stream. Now, if it doesn't show up in your apps here, you're going to have to click on All Apps, and then it'll show you actually all the apps that we have. We have tons of apps we're able to use. We only know part of them. So we're going to use Microsoft Stream. Okay. And the power blinked here at the school, so hopefully the Wi-Fi will stay on. If not, I'll pick this up later. But okay, so here's Microsoft Stream. You can already see these are videos made by people in our organization. Stream shares those videos across the board, so if you don't want those shared, you can change that setting. But if not, everyone in the school can see what you've done, and it'll they can kind of pick and pull pieces from that to help them with theirs as well, so that's kind of neat. Okay, so we're going to get started here. We're going to go to create, and we're not going to do a live event, which would be neat. You could also just upload a video you already have, so if you have something to make them in, you can do that, and you can share them to teams or emails, anything like that. But we're going to click on screen record. Okay, so it's going to set this up here. We're going to click on start recording. Make sure that you've given access to your camera and your mic, but we're going to start recording here. Okay, so this gives us the choices of what we want to share. You can either share your entire screen, which is what I prefer. You can do an application window, so if you do that, it opens up the different apps that you have going on. You can choose just one of those. And you can choose just one of your tabs that you have open in Chrome if that's all you want to share. But I want to share my entire screen because typically in a lesson I'm going to use more than one app or program. Okay, so once I've selected that, I'm going to click share. It's going to start 3, 2, 1, and then it's going to start recording. So now it's recording. If you noticed, it said that there's a 15-minute time limit. You can see that. That does kind of stink that it's limited in that way, but at the same time, if you're going to do much over 10 to 12 minutes, you're not going to have the attention of your students anyway. That's why I try to keep my videos under 10 to 12 minutes, because I know you're already spaced out now. It's counting up. So I'm going to, if I were doing a lesson, when it started counting down, I would have went ahead and clicked on the window that I was going to use. So you're able to, I can click up here, it's still recording. If I wanted to, I could show a YouTube video. So if you're doing Letterland like in kindergarten, if you had a Khan Academy lesson, if you had a vocab lesson on YouTube, anything like that, you can pull that up, you can share it. So you'll be able to pause and go through it. That's just one example of that. You can hear the audio, obviously. Okay. Another option, if you are maybe if you're doing math and you're going to show how to work out problems, or if you're doing spelling, you're writing, you're doing parts of speech, so anything like that, science, you could pull up the whiteboard in Microsoft. Okay, now you can search for it here alphabetically. I've already added it to my start menu, and I've actually added it to my taskbar down here. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to open the whiteboard. Okay. Oh, I forgot to erase that earlier, but yeah, it's working. I wanted to make sure everything works. So, but anyway, you could use this whiteboard app, and if you wanted to, you could open a Smart Notebook up as well. If you already had a pre-made lesson in Smart Notebook, you could pull that up and go through it just like you would if you're at the board in front of your students. So if I was going to work out a math problem, I could say, oh man, say my handwriting's hideous, I could say that. Okay, hopefully that's correct. That's pretty much the extent of my math teaching abilities. So 2 + 2 is 4. Alright, so anyway, that's just an example of the whiteboard app. Okay, so I'm going to close that out. I'm done with that. Okay, you could also use it to go through a PowerPoint. Okay, so this is a PowerPoint one of my students made in Minecraft last year. Oh, by the way, you can also move this camera around, which is kind of neat. So if you don't want to be floating on the bottom, you could be at top. Or yeah, you could just exit out too, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to start my PowerPoint. Cool, so you can start a PowerPoint, you can go through it, and it's recording the whole time. You can see here, you have this option too, where you can write on the PowerPoint. So if you wanted to leave some notes there for your students, or if you had, I know Ms. Morris has PowerPoints going through working out different examples of math and concepts and equations and different things, so you could use that PowerPoint to annotate and show how to work those out. So it's another cool option with going through PowerPoint presentations. Okay, done with that. Just going to close that out. So, I mean, literally you can do anything you want and it will record the screen for you. So that's pretty cool. I know a lot of you have been looking for a screen recording software. There's very expensive ones out there. They're awesome. There's one I use that's awesome, but it's $300 for a license. This is something provided to you. It's only 15 minutes, but you can make as many 15-minute videos as you want. So it might even be better to do that, so you can chunk the material anyway to help your students out that way. So once you're done, you just go back to your stream tab here, and you're just going to pause it. Okay, next. Awesome. So if you hit record again, it's going to delete this scene, and then you can re-record from that. I'm not going to do that. You can also play through it. It's going to start recording. So now make sure you like it. If you don't like it, go back and fix it. Okay. Make it full screen. You can download it if you want to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and upload it to stream. So let's see. Screen recording tutorial. Okay. Pretty sure I don't need a hashtag. So you need to make sure though when you save it that it says allow everyone in your company to view this video. If you don't do that, your students won't be able to view it. So you need to make sure you do. If you forget, you can always go back and you can edit the permissions in the video detail section. Okay. But if you do it from here, to start with, you don't have to worry about that. You can see it's uploading to stream, and in just a minute I'm going to publish it. Okay, it's uploaded now. It's processing, but I can go ahead and publish. You also could have saved as a draft if you don't want to do that right now. You can save video file if you want to download that file to your computer. I am just going to share or publish it to stream. Now I'm going to go to the video. Okay, it's still being processed, but I can go ahead and share this. Okay, so once you go to share, it's going to give you this link to copy. Okay, so now if I wanted to go to Teams, which I do, it's the whole point of recording. Put it this way. Okay. So if I wanted to put it in a class notebook page, I could do that. But first of all, let's just put it here in the post. So I've got that still copied to my clipboard. Now I'm just going to paste it here, and it's kind of nice because it does give you this thumbnail image. I'll push enter, and there is my video that I just did, my screen recording. Okay, you could also do it in class notebook. works exactly the same way as it would inserting anything else. Okay, so I would go to content library, and I would pick the page that I wanted it on. Let's see, screen recording tutorial. Go down here, and I would paste that. Oh, excuse me. Paste that, and there it is. Screen recording tutorial. It does look nice here because you can actually see everything, so that's kind of cool. Alright, if I wanted to put it in my assignments, like I had an assignment that went along with that video, like you guys have to write a 1-paragraph summary of what you learned from the video, I would put it here. A 1-paragraph summary of what you learned in the video. Okay, so I would add this as a resource. I would go to link, I would paste it, attach it, pick the class I want to assign it to, assign it. Okay, now if I look at this, it's right here, screen recording tutorial. Look at it from the student view. It shows up just like it did when we did the OneDrive videos. Oh, spelled one wrong, you guys could have told me that. The assignment shows up right here, you see that notification, so it's going to show up in the students in their notifications on their post. When they click on it, it takes them to the video and they can watch it. And then it's going to start recording, so now it's recording. Awesome. Okay, so let's look at that from the post section. There you go, you see the assignment. Okay, now I'm going to pull it up from a student's point of view, just so you can see that real quick. Okay, so here I am in Natalie's account. I'm going to open her Teams up. And put it in her Minecraft 2020 thing, team rather. So I can see now how it looks in the post when I posted that video. Here it is as the assignment. Okay, so there it is. I can click on it there. It'll take Natalie straight to that video where she can view it. Okay. It's also in the class notebook. So now I put it in 3 different places. That's not to say that you should do that because it's redundant. I'm just showing you the 3 different places that you could put it. So please don't put it in all 3 places. Just pick one where your students know it's going to be and be consistent with that. And here you can see in her class notebook what it would look like as well whenever it loads. Okay, so she could click on it here and watch it from right here, which is kind of nice because it's going to start recording. So now pause that. I do like putting it in the class notebook section because they can watch it right here without it going to a different tab or window. That is one reason I prefer to have it here. Plus, if you put it in their handout section instead of their content library, if it's in their handout section, they could be taking notes along with the video. So that's kind of neat as well. But anyway, hopefully this has helped you. You'll be able to utilize it, make your life a little bit easier. Now please, if you're already feeling overwhelmed, don't try to do this yet. Just take a couple of weeks, get in the groove, and then take a minute to breathe, and then come back to this video and try it from there. But please, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't try to add one more thing. Okay, so anyway, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully it'll work. If you got more questions about it, you'd like to use it but aren't sure about something, just let me know and I'll be glad to help you. Thanks.